Hi friends, welcome back to Whiskey and Wit. Today's video is going out to all my procrastinator friends that are hosting people this weekend and next for Easter and have no decor and are starting to panic. Don't worry, I've got you covered. I've got a bunch of quick, simple, easy DIYs with supplies from the Dollar Tree and the Target Dollar Spot. So stay tuned. Up first, we're gonna create these adorable Easter spring themed signs from the new bamboo cutting boards that they have at Dollar Tree. I also grabbed a print from the frame section and a card. You can use any print that you want. If you're going the card route, you're gonna wanna disassemble it, and these are one of their fancier cards. So I took off all the inside, I took off the 3D flowers, and then I cut off any like fancy edges. I did the same thing for the image. I took it out of the frame and then also traced it and cut it down so it is the same size as the board. Up next, I painted both of the boards white with my Waverly chalk paint. You could also use acrylic paint. Anything will do. You don't even have to use white, whatever color you want. I just didn't want it that bamboo color. Then you're gonna put on some Mod Podge and hook both of the images to the board. So you're gonna wanna use a decent amount of Mod Podge because they're both kind of heavy. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that you push everything down so there aren't any weird bubbles or creases. And then once that is all completely dry, I decided to add some decorative rope from the Dollar Tree just to give it a more framed look and to kind of finish it off. As I was going, I was kind of winging it. That's how most of my projects are, and I decided it needed something. So this one I looped around 3 times and added a bow with some Dollar Tree ribbon. On the one with the blue and white teacup with the peonies print, I just decided to do one time around. So it was a single frame just because that picture was bigger and it covered up more of the board. These are so stinking cute. They definitely exceeded my expectations when I finished them, and they're gonna be a great addition for when we host Easter. Up next is another bamboo board DIY, and this one you're going to need some sort of stencil. So I cut this Happy Easter Ray Dunn inspired decal out from my Cricut, but you could definitely use any of the letters that they have out now at the Dollar Tree as a stencil. You don't have to have a Cricut to make this. I just happened to use mine, but you could literally have it say whatever you want. It doesn't have to be Easter, but these bamboo cutting boards are amazing for DIYs, so I was so excited to see them come out with them. Whatever you put on, whatever stencil, you're going to want to seal it first with Mod Podge. That's going to make your edges and your lines a lot cleaner. Then you're going to go over it with 2 coats of some chalk paint, and then once it's completely dry, you can use tweezers or a weeding tool if you have it and pull those up. And then the last step is to distress it. That is totally optional, but I like the distressed look. And then I took one of the extra bunnies from one of my other DIYs. I will link that if you haven't seen it, so you can see where that came from. But I had a bunny left over, so I went ahead and glued it on the sign, and love. Okay, friends, don't blink or you'll miss this one. So you're gonna grab a Target Dollar Spot wood cutout, stain it with whatever you want. This is dark walnut from Minwax. Grab one of these cute little tails from the Dollar Tree, whip off the clip, put on some glue, and glue it to the little tush, and that is it. This thing is my new obsession. It's so cute. I made a couple for around my house. Love. This next one is also a Target Dollar Spot DIY. These are these really cute little trivets that they had out for Easter. I've still seen them around, so you can probably still pick them up this weekend. I bought this SVG from a website just to save me time. It was $1, totally worth it. So I will share that down below. So if you want to purchase this and make the exact same thing, black, orange, and green vinyl. And you just want to make sure that when you're putting things on wood like this, if it's not already distressed, rough it up a little bit so the vinyl sticks a little bit better. But this, because it didn't have a sealant on it, it worked pretty good. So I love the pop of color with the little carrots. It was so easy to put together. I recommend the seller of the SVG. It was super easy to use. And this is probably my favorite thing in this video. You guys know I love the truck. I don't have any for springtime, so I love, love, love that carrot patch. And finally, here's a cute DIY way to spruce up your table for Easter. So I grabbed these wooden eggs from Target. You can also use the ones from the Dollar Tree on the left, and then those little holders for the eggs came from the Target Dollar Spot. You can either do decals, hand letter this, or like I did, use some ink and stamps. These came from the Target Dollar Spot eons ago, but you can find the same thing at Michael's for pretty cheap. So I decided to do initials, but you could spread out names. You could do first initials, but obviously mine, WC. I love the typewriter vibe that this gives off. If you don't like that outer ink, you're going to want to wipe it off before you stamp. But then here's an example of how I would style it on my Easter table. You guys, I am not that far into it, so I don't have this all pretty styled for you, but here's an example. So the charger is from the Dollar Tree. The lamb's ear came from the Target Dollar Spot. The little appetizer plate is something that I already had, but I would suggest using that size if you're going to do the wreath underneath so you can see it. Then I add in my cute little DIY name card, and then you could also add, if you've got napkins, these cute napkin rings from the Target Dollar Spot to really finish it off. And I love how rustic it is, but it also is Easter, very farmhouse. And there you have it, guys. That was a super quick, down and dirty, real quick, bam, bam, bam versions of DIYs that you can definitely crank out this weekend. These were probably less than 20 minutes a piece, not including dry time, but actual work time. So very simple, very easy, and there's also different ways that you can do them if you don't have a Cricut. Let me know your favorite down in the comments below. Also, let me know what you plan on doing for Easter. I would love to hear. We're going to host Alex's family this weekend, so I am headed off to clean for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!